On my birthday, my mom said, "Why celebrate a mistake that shouldn't exist?" The words hit me like a truck on my 22nd birthday, standing in the kitchen of my childhood home while my mother arranged store-bought cupcakes on a paper plate. She said it so casually, like she was commenting on the weather, while I held my phone showing her the job offer email I'd just received from the county social services department. "Mom, did you hear me? I got the position. Full benefits, decent salary, everything we talked about." She didn't look up from the cupcakes. Why celebrate a mistake that shouldn't exist? I thought she was talking about my career choice at first. She'd always wanted me to be a teacher like her, not a social worker dealing with what she called society's problems. But when I asked what she meant, she finally met my eyes with this cold expression I'd never seen before. "Your birthday, Jessica. This whole charade. You weren't supposed to happen." The next 10 minutes of conversation would unravel everything I thought I knew about my life and trigger a chain of events that would consume the next 2 years. My mother, Linda Hartwell, had apparently been waiting 22 years to tell me the truth about my conception and the family secret that had shaped every major decision in my life. According to her carefully delivered explanation, delivered while she continued arranging those ridiculous cupcakes, I was the product of her affair with her brother-in-law during a particularly rough patch in her marriage to my father. She'd considered abortion but waited too long, then considered adoption but changed her mind at the last minute. "Your father thinks you're his, and I've let him believe that for over 2 decades. But looking at you now, it's obvious whose child you really are. You have Michael's hands, his nose, his stubborn streak." Michael was my Uncle Mike, my father's younger brother who lived 3 states away and visited maybe once a year for holidays. I'd always thought we had similar features because families tend to look alike. The possibility that he was actually my biological father had never crossed my mind. "Why are you telling me this now?" I managed to ask, my voice sounding strange in my own ears. "Because you're old enough to handle the truth, and because Michael's been asking questions. He's getting divorced and wants to know if you're his daughter. He's been pressuring me to get a DNA test." The job offer email was still open on my phone, but suddenly it seemed completely irrelevant. My entire identity was shifting in real time while my mother talked about genetic testing like it was a routine medical procedure. She'd been carrying this secret for my entire life, and now she was dumping it on me on my birthday like some twisted gift. That evening, I called my best friend Sarah from college to tell her what had happened. Even saying the words out loud felt surreal. "My mom says my dad might not be my biological father. She thinks I'm actually my uncle's kid from an affair 22 years ago." Sarah's silence on the other end of the line stretched for almost 30 seconds before she responded. "Jesus, Jess, what are you going to do?" I had no idea. My father, David Hartwell, was supposed to come over for birthday dinner in 2 hours. He'd already texted me about bringing my favorite dessert from the bakery downtown. The man who'd taught me to drive, helped me through college applications, and co-signed my student loans might not even be genetically related to me. The dinner was a nightmare of forced normalcy. Dad sat across from me at the kitchen table, talking about my new job and asking about my plans for the future, while Mom pushed food around her plate and avoided eye contact with both of us. Check the full story down here.